Welcome to a very interesting match. It's a 2 versus 3 between Tech A Umnu and Y Tsuken in the red and yellow respectively, with Drovers and Cloakbots versus here Esoteria in the blue with Drovers, Bearded in the teal with Cloakbot, and Muddy One without a factory in the purple. And well, the nice thing of course for Team Northwest is that Tech does have of course 2 commanders because it's a 2 versus 3, so the game balances that out like that. But look, ping of like more than a second sometimes, now 400 milliseconds. This is gonna be a laggy for them especially. And they've now also got tanks. Alright. At the start, eco is of course really quite even, but slightly in favor for Southeast just because of overdrive. But it's not exactly going to matter much. We should of course see Mori do something soon, I would hope for them. But not yet. Anyways, a little bit of a fencer rush from Tech. And well, they are the highest rated player, but they do have just a nebulous rank on their team, so it's... I don't want to be... like... kinda negative on, like, Watsuken. But I think this could even be referred to as a 1 versus 3. Not really, of course, I mean, they can just get eco. I don't know what kind of skill level they have. I don't. But we do have like giant, sub-giant, and like that's like red dwarf, I believe. Versus like one I keep having 2 second lag spikes. Yeah, they do have lag quite a lot. And yeah, versus 1 neutron star and nebulous. Right. Nebulous can of course be still very annoying. Yes, they are just grey, but scythes. Relatively easy to use if you pay attention to them. And you know one thing about a grey rank? They like to focus on one area. They're not good at multitasking, but if they are just in the back of the base, they can focus on those scythes for like a minute and let their teammate handle the rest. So honestly, not even that bad. But over here, Scorchies going to face off against Commander, and scythes do see the Scorcher. But Scorcher now in range, and that kinda means that at least one of the scythes will go down. Now both are visible, that means they both should go down. Panzers not really accomplishing a lot yet. And have to watch out for these Scorchers. Yes, it's just 2 good HP Scorchers, but still, that's kind of scary. And artillery, quite decent against Fencer. Badger, of course, able to lay down mines. Fencers can't really get close, they can't, like, just kite the artillery, which a Ronin, for instance, might be able to do. But it's not going to happen. Anyways, over here, Assault, Minotaur, big tank, 850 value, facing off against what should be its counter in glaives. Of course, as long as the glaives are like a little bit clumped up and chasing, Minotaur will do a little bit of a decent job, but no, it's going down. That's the thing about Minotaur, it's not actually strong against its counter, right? Yeah. And Ripper does also go down, of course. Panzer still slowly trying to push forwards, but look at the attrition, it's 84%. Most of the reclaim on this side should be for Team Southeast. And even just army value, well, that's a little bit difficult to say. I do think it's in favor for Southeast though. There isn't that much over here, just 1 assault, 2 raiders, and that's it. But of course, these little skirms are super cheap, only 90 value. So might be like even army value. Over here, a little bit of a push with some more Scorches. But yellow actually just holding the line over there. Couple of pickets. Able to have like 900 alpha damage combined. So that's not too bad. And now we do have Muddy, the actual highest ranked player on the team, finally going for spiders and has a couple of recluse out already. Right, that's kinda necessary, I would say. I mean, being the highest ranked player, the Night Watch kinda just balance the team around them. Because if they're not playing, that means they have a very big disadvantage. Right now, 4-second ping. Ouch, ouch, ouch. They're going to have to rely on attack move. And better strategy, of course. Because just on micro, it's not gonna work. Over here, more Scorches moving in, and that's more than enough to kill this commander. Although it is, of course, going to be a level 4 soon. Currently level 3. But still, Scorchers have so much DPS if they're getting close, which they're currently not. There they go, they should still be able to clean the commander up, especially if all of them were engaging and kept engaging. It would have been dead by now. However, these do have a repair place and like 65% HP they retreat. So you're not losing that many, but it's also like, yeah, you could have easily killed that commander, and that's an expensive commander, especially in opportunity cost. I mean, it's 4 eco. 6 energy eco. So that is quite significant. It's still like 10%, 5%, 7%, something like that. And over here, yeah, 3200 value, so yeah, that is really expensive. And once again, upgrading. That is a little bit of a sad thing about Nebulars. They like to upgrade that commander a lot, kinda troll calming. Even if it's not really necessary. However, they do now have sniper gun. What's that called again? Shock rifle, that's it. Dealing good damage on long range. So that's not too bad, but now being rained down on by badges. Yeah, badges don't do a lot of DPS, but they are quite effective. Having your drone in, yeah, is quite nice because that is slowly able to pick off some of the badges maybe. And your own gun is of course able to outrange Rippers and Scorches. However, it's still quite in the open, and if Southeast team wants to, they could probably just kill it. Over here now a couple of redbacks, 5 of them, that's a lot of DPS. And even with some skirm support. Skirms should be able to handle the riot quite well. However, Ogre is a strong riot, being 500 value and all that. So it's not that easy to kill that with just a couple of Ronins. Range difference isn't that large anyways. And over here, well, wasn't too bad I'd say. But yeah, Glaives really shouldn't have engaged with the Ripper. Not in those numbers. And over here we do have a couple of little scythes once again moving in, this time around being quite a lot more effective. Over here able to handle a couple of the badges maybe, but Ripper does deal good damage, so not going to be that good. Commander is still alive, will be shielded up, just because of like Aegis. And well, looking at the economy now, way better for Southeast just because of reclaim. Over here that's 14, like 20 eco, and that is really nice. However, over here the scythes now almost took down the factory, and there it goes. All of them do die in the explosion, but yeah, getting a factory down is not a bad idea. A little expensive to do so, but still always great. Anyways, what are you doing here? Well, Commander, probably don't want to lose them. So you have them in your own base. I think that's the reason why, at least. And just going for Minotaurs. And like a little bit of Ripper Fencer. With some Ravager and Scorcher combined. Yeah. Just a varied composition. Right. And oh no, Tac now AFK. That means that everything, yeah, because 45-second ping, everything is now on the lower rank player of the two. We have to hope that tech comes back soon, because otherwise this could be very, very done. Or at least like over pretty quickly. Also, like, why are you shooting your own place over here? Why? Why, Ripper? Why you do that? That's not what you should be doing. And tech is back. Right. I'm not sure. Yeah, they are probably able to see that. Southeast team could have probably done more in the time that tech was gone. Because still, 9-second ping, that's not great. And these assaults really aren't doing very well over here. Oh my god, this is basically unplayable. It's lagged out for 20 seconds, then I got 2 seconds to do orders. Yeah, that's very difficult. But hey, Nightwatch said that you had like 60% win chance. So it's just a little bit of an extra handicap. Nothing more. Over here you are pretty safe. Surprising to see a fusion there though. Yeah. Cloaked up commander, alright, shielded up commander and Newtons, right, yeah. I don't know what the Newton is doing over there. Honestly, I don't. But it's there, and it's working. As in, at least Southeast isn't actually pushing. Over here we could see the Copper Conjurers die, which could be good for Northwest. But oh no, crab on a spike. Small spike this time around, but still. That is of course really nice. And now, oh no. Don't be floating Northwest. You can't handle that. In the middle, we just have rippers for Southeast, so yeah, I mean, that's good DPS, that's good explosions of all that. But it's not really going to be enough. However, Lance! Yeah, Lance does deal good damage, does deal with Minotaurs okay. But, I mean, it has to retreat in order to do so, and this factory and possibly this commander are kinda exposed over here. Ogre now in range with good DPS, and just a couple more shots and the commander would be dead. Lance can't retreat anymore, so if they want to, they can go after the Lance now or the factory, both would work. Seems like they are going after the Lance. Focus firing on the Lance isn't bad. And only 1000 HP for the Lance. It should be dead very soon. Getting one last shot off, but that's it. Commander quite far forward, but if it's able to hold this position, it will pretty much secure this 1.2k and even some of this 1.3k reclaim. Factory will also go down soon, but on this side we do have a Ronin Ball moving forward. No defenses here. So Strider Hub, Factory, it's all quite exposed because, well, the only answer would be Slice, which is the counter of course to a Ronin Ball, at least a counter. But still, they need to respond in order to use that. Currently they're not doing that, and Minotaur has HP, so it is able to delay the Ronin Ball probably. But I wanted to say it's not going to clean it up, but hey, if the Ronins get in range, I guess they do. Or like the Minotaur does. So that's good. Kodachi as well, just quick little Kodachi to kill off the last couple of Ronins. And Southeast has been pushed back, at least a little bit. Over here now a level 7 commander, I mean that is super expensive. And also, it's still upgrading. Going to be level 8 soon. Area Cloak. That is mega expensive. Honestly, I don't know if that's going to be fun. Because currently they're not really using the area Cloak, so... yeah, not really sure if that's going to be worth it, as in, I'm pretty sure it's not worth it, but still. Anyways, over here we'll have another crab on a pillar. This pillar, actually just a platform, not even like a spike. Alright, a little more expensive than it probably should have been, but it's fine. And fleas do make sense because you are up against a Cloakbot player. And you do know about possible phantoms or the commander being cloaked up. I don't know if you know which of the two it is. You probably do, but I will. Anyways, advanced radar will be up soon. So they will know all about the enemy base, which is fine. Not sure what you know. You only know like half the map. Not bad, of course, but a possible switch into Paladin will not be visible to you anytime soon. Because I don't think it was being constructed back when you had that little raid. And even then you didn't get that close. Kratchis will be cleaning up those fleas quite easily. At least once they get uncloaked. And Nightball. Nightball just assaults but is able to stun the commander. And there aren't that many defenses here. And with this number of knights you should be able to get in close anyways. So it's not as if the commander can just retreat to this place. But for now, Nightball staying back and possible Dominatrix switch. Really nice against tanks, especially if they're going for Minotaurs and all that. Those are expensive, they're slow. And just getting that 850 value on your side, that's a 1700 metal swing. Which is just great. And especially with multiples, like capturing happens quick. Crap, that's on your side now, remember? Of course, losing the Dominatrix could become very bad in the future if you have like tanks at the home base. But for now, it seems fine. Getting at least 2 Kratchis, I mean, that doesn't make cost yet. I mean, one Dominatrix is 420, this one is just 170. So, I mean, it's not great yet. But still, I mean, there are multiple Minotaurs over here. And Paladin. Yeah, it's an accidental counter maybe. But if you have enough Dominatrix, and you have a Spider Factory, so you could just Widow the Paladin, stun it. That's not too bad. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know you were able to capture drones. That's funny. I mean, it's not exactly mega worth it, but okay, I did not know that was even possible to begin with. And yeah, it does force you actually to reload, which is kinda bad. That's the same as capturing a flea, or even worse maybe. Just because, yeah, you now need to reload, you can't capture these Kodachis, and oh no, that's 1, 2, and 3 Dominatrix down. That means all of those, except for this one, Kodachis have been returned. Welder as well, but I'm not sure if that one went down over here. I think it did. So, Team South actually does have like 40% of the map, maybe? The northern team, Northwest, it's doing very well in that regard. Even though, again, 6-second ping for tech. Yeah, yellow is actually holding their own way better than I kinda expected. But that might also be because South team is kinda passive. I mean, look at where this crab is located. It's almost in the home base. The other one as well. This one should just be there, maybe? I mean, there is nothing here, so you can just push that. And over here. Alright, a couple of fleas moving in. You know that there is not actually that much in terms of, like, rioting abilities. So, a couple of raiders moving in here could work very well. And you do have glaives available. And here they are. So, yeah, you should be able to clean that up relatively easily. I mean, this commander has a very slow reload weapon. No riot cannon or anything, so yeah. Very exposed. Caretakers do explode, so that is probably the best answer to glaives. But yeah, otherwise, it's kinda just send in the glaives and you win that part. Also, having the slings this far forward is not great. Seems like they are focused on the crab. Yes, seems like it. And they're not able to hit him. Alright, and there, commander does go down just to glaives. Explodes and does take most of the glaives with it. And now, Nightball. I mean, it could be better had this just been cloaked. Especially like the Reaver Nightball. Just because they do get shot at quite a bit. So it could have been better, but still, into the enemy fortress. We'll be able to take down the Stingers, the Cornea, everything around. And, well, that's a lot of reclaim. However, where are your glaives now? Well, maybe you don't need them because, hey, 10 ratbacks. That's a lot of DPS. That's like over 3,000. But then, ooh, Paladin. It is 10k value. So, getting a couple of Dominatrix to capture that would be great. So, yeah. It could be very bad, but it could also be very good that the enemy constructed a Paladin for you. However, you kinda need to stun it, and your Dominatrix really aren't allowed to get killed right now. Also, are you... let's see, where's the Spider Factory? Here. Okay, Scorpion will be up, that's of course also a good stun. We will not have any Widows. And capturing the Paladin straight up is not gonna work. Takes far too long to do that, and your Dominatrix are being hit by a couple of Scorches. So it's not really gonna work yet. However, a lot of reclaim over there. Your eco is good. Attrition for you is good, southeast. And with the Scorpion now moving in, you could once again try to capture the Paladin. Nice thing about Scorpion and Widow both is of course cloaked, so not really something Northwest is set up to deal with. I mean, they're not scouting with glaives, not scouting with fleas, nothing like that. So getting in close to the Paladin is not that difficult. It's not gonna be easy, of course, with the Blitz and the Scorches and all around. However, well, those are gone. You can just walk in here and take the Paladin for yourself. If you at least have a couple of Dominatrix left. Right now it looks like 1. Maybe 3 on the field, 1 being constructed it seems. Maybe one of them is just damaged. I don't know where they all are though. 3 over there. I don't see the 4th one. Where are you? I don't see it. Right. Oh well. Paladin, yeah, well. Scorpion sitting back, it's not bad to have it sit back right now. However... okay, yeah. Waiting for the next Scorpion. I guess it makes sense because I don't know how many Scorpions you need. I think it's just 1, but it might be 2 in order to fully stun a Paladin. Honestly, that's not something I know off the top of my head. Anyways, cloaked little Dominatrix are going to try already. That's too early. Dominatrix are just gonna be cleaned up. And, well, you are trying to keep out the enemy units by building a wall and making yourself pay for it through the wrecks of the enemy. And this is kind of annoying. Yep. The Paladin is just able to stun everything over here. Not everything, but like a good portion of your own base. So that is mega annoying. Right, are we going to see something mega special over here? Detriment might be seen in the future. Not yet though. Anyways, attack is suffering enough already. I mean, right now, not too bad. Only 266 milliseconds. Not great, of course, but it really isn't that bad. Paladin retreating. Scorpion hasn't seen any action yet. Neither of them has. And, well, they could just walk into the main base and probably kill most of the things here. I mean, it's quite easy to just walk around and kill things. Could see that, of course, with Scythes as well. Which are going the other way. Alright, sure. And, oh no, that is a good way to uncover Scythes. And if you see one, you might expect there are multiples, but luckily enough for you, you would think they would be about here now. Not there already. Anyways, Lucifer, yeah, you don't see those often, but that was just way in advance the fusion over there for your Lucifer. Right, and back. Or like Feek. And oops. Oops, that's 100 energy. Significant part of your eco. However, Trinity is going to be constructed in the future as well. Right. A little expensive to go for both Detriment and Trinity. I would think it's better to just focus one, but I mean, they are kinda doing that. Having just the commander on that, whereas here they're being constructed with like 30 build power. 40 build power, looks like 40. And, well, South, you know, scythes work. You just did it on the eastern side. Try it on this side. That could work, right? Owl, just the scout. And, well, it is still alive until it isn't. Right, fireworks. Cloaking here with an iris, that does not make sense. Oh well. Anyways. Yeah, I don't think this is even intentional. I don't think you wanted to have the iris go after the conjurer. I don't think so. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Anyways, over here, artillery will be constructed not on a hill or anything. Oh well. Newton. Yeah, Yellow, I don't know if you know how Newton works. Because Newton is not really something you build as your, like, primary turret or somewhere. And ooh, Lucifer almost getting a shot off on those scythes, but no. Anyways, over here. Paladin, double Scorpion. There are, of course, still a couple of Dominatrix on the map. At least 3 of them down here. And there it goes. One, okay, yeah, one is not enough. And the other one does manage to stun it. Neither one of the Scorpions has been stunned, and just the normal weapon is able to perma-stun it. So you seem to be going for the kill on the Paladin. Recluse moving in as well, but you're not actually going to try and capture it. Just because the Dominatrix were quite far away, I think this is the best solution in this case. And no, Scorpion is not too good. I mean, it's like 6,000 value in just Scorpions to stun it. Had there been just a little bit of support, it probably wouldn't have been this bad. But what I wanted to say was that just because your Dominatrix were this far away, I don't think it's a bad idea to just kill it right now. But of course, a little bit of coordination, and you could have now had the Paladin without too much trouble. Then, if you have it, take the Dominatrix which captured it into the back of your base, hide that in a hole, make a wall around it, something like that, and all of a sudden, ooh, that's a 20k value swing. Now it was just 10k with like another 4k in reclaim. Of course, that's still not bad, don't get me wrong, but just having the Paladin would have been way better. Conjurer going to make a out in the open fusion. Sure. I kinda expected we would see singularities at this point, rather than just fusions out in the open. Oh well. Anyways, over here, well, the Scorpions are slowly moving forwards. However, slowly. Only a 30 more seconds before the Detriment is up. Trinity has been stopped for now. Could have been up, though, the Detriment. Probably. Anyways, yeah, South does need to grid up, indeed they do. And, well, Scorpions, they are moving forwards, but look at the Detriment in the background. It's almost up. And once it is, it jumps right on top of the Scorpions and it kills them. At least that's the plan, right? I mean, one Detriment should be able to handle 2 Scorpions on their own. I think so. Because if one Scorpion isn't able to stun a 10k Paladin, 2 Scorpions shouldn't be able to stun a 24,000 value Detriment. Right, a 3, a 2, and a 1, and it's almost done. And there it is! A boom, 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 boom! Yeah. I mean, the Scorpions are trying their best, but... Yep, Detriment does its best, and that was just better. Having the Scorpions clumped up like that was just ideal for the Detriment. And just like that, another almost 3000 reclaim. Right. Over here, Double Commander is now going to focus on the Trinity. Does make sense, because there is currently no... well, there is one anti-nuke actually, which covers most of the base. So nuke might not be that useful yet. Oh well. Anyways, what are you going to try now? I mean, you do still have 2 Scorpions. Going to have a 3rd. You are, of course, still able to construct Widow. I think Widow actually has better stun for damage, right? It's 8,000 paralyzation versus 20,000. So yeah, way better paralyzation. It's like 2 and a bit Widows for 1 Scorpion. So stunning the Detriment using Widows is going to be easier, and then it is just a matter of having 10, like 9, because this one is being constructed, 9 Detriment. Don't try it yet, Blue. Don't. You're not gonna get it. You're just not. You need to have it stunned first. It looks like they're going to try. Okay, trying is never bad. However, their teammate should probably instruct them to stop and hold back. Because even though, yes, you are behind the wall, you really don't want that Detriment to see you. Don't. Okay, good. You're holding back for now, which is fine. Does the Detriment just jump over the wall? Does it go around? It doesn't do anything right now. Ultimatum, of course, it's a good way to take down a Detriment, but that's still not as effective as just capturing it. Which is... sure, yeah, that is quite a bit more difficult. I get it. Okay, sure. Get to the backside, kill it. Going head on, I don't think Ultimatum is able to do it. Maybe 1 Ultimatum is enough if it's like right behind the Detriment. But even then, I think the Detriment is able to like go around or like turn around and kill it in time. It would have easily been able to do that. Yeah. Yep. No questions asked. Right. That's not great. Anyways, Dominatrix Ball now moving in already. There are 3 Scorpions. So with a little bit of coordination, I think you are able to capture the Detriment. However, it looks like there is none going on. Of course, with the... well, quite high DPS ball behind, even capturing it after it has been stunned would be difficult. And Blue is seemingly going back, which is probably a smart thing. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Anyways, Crab is now shooting at the Detriment. It's kinda just a death sentence for the Crab. And oh no. You now know about all... well, Northwest knows about all of those Detriments. Because if there are 2 which are that far apart, Cloak, you know there are more. Way more. Well, the Scorpions now are moving in. However, oh, that hurts so much, that hurts a lot. And, well, Dominatrix, they're trying their best, but it's not going to succeed. Where does the Detriment jump to? It's jumping back. That's sad, you really could have pushed that, I think. Because look, only 11% captured. Yeah, that's not a lot. You are going to heal them up. Lol, bad time for lag. Yes, it kinda was a bad time for lag. So, yeah. Also, like, watch out with that ultimatum. it's not in a great place. It's able to take care of a couple of dots, but not that many, and again, one ultimatum isn't enough. You saw what it did last time, only like 10 or 15%. Yeah, it's not gonna be enough, even if you hit it at the backside. No. Anyways, over here, well, Trinity is up in about 2.5 minutes. We will have a nuke ready if the match lasts that long. Honestly, I think it's going to, just because, well, Team Southeast is not really wanting to give up yet. They do still have like triple Scorpion. They do actually have a couple of Dominatrix left, not that many. We'll have a second ultimatum ready soon. Yes, would be the second. And they are kinda secure against Bertha. However, well, as you might expect from seeing Tech move in with Dot, they don't have that much against Raiders. Of course, having enough skirms just kills them anyways. But it does point out a little bit of a weakness, because hey, these were stunned but they are still alive and not being cleaned up yet. Not even now. No. Now there's one, and that's all. Right. That took 20 or 30 seconds or so before you actually got all of them killed, and you even stunned most of your own things by doing so. Because I think it was an imp which made this mega stun happen. Right. Another wave of darts. Well, there wasn't anything here last time. Imp does secure the entrance, but only got a couple of them. And all of a sudden, the ultimatum doesn't look very safe. Does it explode? It does. Right, that's a good thing for Southeast in this case, because otherwise those darts would have been able to deal even more damage. But Strider Hub, losing that, it is quite expensive, but you're not gonna lose it yet. Just build a couple of turrets maybe? Because you know that it's not exactly a safe place for you right now. Getting the hill also works. Just a little bit of a wall in front. Right. Closing it up, so it will be annoying for your own units as well. Ultimatum and such have to go all the way around. But it's fine. Sending all of these darts in like they're doing right now is probably not going to be very efficient, especially not against these crabs. I mean, they're just getting killed for free. And having a couple of caretakers just behind the wall could reclaim at least some of it. But Detriment is going to put a stop to this fight, most likely. Nuke is probably also up relatively soon, and once the anti-nuke goes down, almost just like that, and that is how it goes down, that should mean nuke launched. Yep. Alright. There goes the nuke. There is the Detriment. And where is going to be your face in the future, or at least your base? It's gonna be punched by a nuke. Yeah, even if you stun the Detriment right now, I don't think it's going to be very effective anymore. Because by the time you kill it, the nuke will have arrived. And there goes everything. Couple of Scorpions are still alive. Detriment is still alive, so it can still be captured technically. But there are no Dominatrix, and Team Southeast gives up because there was no chance anymore. Even though that chance had left them quite a long time ago. So, well done that you made it this far into the video. Consider watching the video in your lower left. But that's all I'm going to have for you today, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.